Thank you, Dan. Denny?
Yeah, the economy is doing great. You can't really say that it isn't when you look at the stock market until this week, how the stock market was doing. Look, the lending, the financial institutions last quarter, they had a record profit. They made $60 billion. The people that work on Wall Street last year, their wages increased 13%. They're now making $422,000 a year. But I'll tell you what, the economic boom hasn't found its way here yet. Maybe it has up in the 8th Congressional District where Dan lives, but it sure as heck hasn't found it here to the 9th Congressional District where I live. I hear family and people talking about their challenges. They're worried about how they're going to pay their bills. They sit around the kitchen table trying to figure out whether they have enough money to pay their bills for the month, let alone think about putting some money in the stock market. Look, I don't want to just stand here and complain about these issues. There's things we need to do to make the economy better here in the 9th. We need to do things like making sure that we have our next generation graduating from career and technical schools with the skills that they need to take advantage of the skilled jobs that are out there. Phenomenal amount of jobs out there, good paying jobs, no one to fill them, or retraining the current workforce to be able to take care of that and be able to fill those jobs and earn more for their families. You know, the average median income in the United States increased 1.8% last year. You know what inflation was? 2.1. That's a negative. They didn't make out quite as good as the people on Wall Street did. That's one of the problems I have with the economy today. Look, I've spent my whole life exporting dairy products, and I've exported cattle all over the world. I understand how important the world market is to our farmers and our ag community here in Pennsylvania. It is extremely important. Trade agreements are good. Tariffs are bad. Let's not get them mixed up, because trade agreements help farmers, they help small businesses, they help industry. They basically lay out the framework for how they can export products, and the WTO works as an organization that governs that and polices that. I think NAFTA should have been renegotiated. I think that was a good idea. I think that there's some good things in there, and now hopefully we can implement that as we go forward. China's a different story. As far as I'm concerned, we are where we are. We have to deal with China. We're going to need to resolve that. It's not going to go away. We need to get Wilbur Ross on a plane, send him over there, and have him figure it out. Because I'll tell you what, there's farm families today trying to figure out what they're going to do next month. They're trying to figure if they're going to sell their dairy herds. We have farmers that sold their soybeans for less than $8 a bushel because of the embargo or the trade tariffs with China, and they're not able to pay off their operating notes. So there's some problems out there that need to be solved. Access to markets and the next generation being career ready when they graduate, they're what this district needs and what we need to move it forward.
Thank you for watching. Please be sure to go to madhassenproductions.com/TV to see even more great local programming and get your DVD and USB copies of this broadcast and more. From all of us here at MHP, remember to get out and vote this November.